Good day, everyone. My name is Irish Victoria R. Perez, and just like many of you, I've seen how technology has reshaped the way we learn. Back in elementary years, most of our classes came from chalkboards, textbooks, and paper worksheets. But just a few years later, my entire class was happening on a laptop screen due to the pandemic. From face to face classrooms to online breakout rooms, I've experienced both worlds. That shift made me wonder, is technology in education the best thing that has ever happened to us? Or could it also be the worst? Let us begin with the best side. Technology makes learning accessible. Students in remote areas can now join classes without traveling for hours. Online platforms like Google Classroom and Coursera offer world-class courses for free or at a very low cost. And it's not just about access, it's about creativity. Technology allows students to create videos, podcasts, and digital art projects. Imagine a child who might be shy in class but suddenly shines when they present throughout a video project. Technology gives new ways to express learning beyond just paper and pencil. Take YouTube as an example. Millions of students around the world watch lessons at their own pace, rewind when they don't understand, and learn without shame or pressure. That freedom makes learning more inclusive and empowering. Let me share a short story. During the pandemic, I had a classmate who didn't have a strong internet at home. Sometimes, her video would freeze and she would miss parts of the discussion. But instead of falling behind, she relied on the recorded lessons on YouTube and, more importantly, the ClassIn apps. In fact, we used ClassIn for our own classes during the pandemic. What made it so helpful was that the students could re-watch the entire class, revisit the teacher's explanations, and even check the digital whiteboard used during the lesson. In other words, she could catch up on everything she missed, something that traditional classrooms rarely allow. That's the beauty of technology. When used well, it gives second chances. It makes education more forgiving, more flexible. For her, technology wasn't just a tool, it was a lifeline.
Of course, kapag magre-record ka na, i-click mo lang ito, i-click lang itong sign ng video. So, i-click lang po natin. At may magpapakita ang start recording.
But of course, every powerful tool has a shadow side. First is inequality. While some students use tablets and high-speed Wi-Fi, others are forced to share one phone among siblings. In fact, during the pandemic, surveys showed that millions of students across the world couldn't continue learning simply because they didn't have technology. Technology was meant to close gaps, but it sometimes widened them. Second, distraction. Raise your hand if you've ever opened your laptop for school and ended up on TikTok or gaming instead. It's okay, we've all been there. That very same device that holds our textbook also holds endless distractions. Teachers now fight for attention against social media notifications, and that's a battle for many of them are losing. Finally, over-reliance. Technology can make us passive when the answer is always just one Google search away. Do we still train ourselves to think deeply or to struggle through problems? UNESCO has even warned that too much unbalanced screen time can harm attention spans and critical thinking. So, which is it then? The best or the worst? Maybe it's both, or maybe it's neither. Because technology at the end of the day is a tool, and tools are neutral. Think about a pencil. In the right hands, a pencil can solve math problems, sketch beautiful art, or write powerful stories. In the wrong hands, it can be used to scribble nonsense. The same is true for technology. The real question isn't whether technology belongs in education. It's how we chose to use it. Will we use it to connect, to include, or to create? Or will we let it divide and distract us? So the next time you log into an online class or open an educational app, pause and think for yourself. Am I letting technology control me? Or am I using it to grow? Because in the end, technology isn't the best or worst thing in education. It's what we choose to make out of it.